this past weekend hosted the DLC Melbourne. And in the top 8, while we were live streaming, we kind of noticed some really skeptical plays. And while there was a live reaction view of it, we wanted to actually take an opportunity and re-look over it again and kind of address some other glaring issues with the questionable play. And let's take a look at it together. Of course, we have none other than Mr. Dick Burns with us. We're going to put a clip on the screen. We're going to do a little play-by-play with it. And then we are going to put a second clip on the stream. And then I'm actually going to include the live reaction as well to this, just so you guys can kind of see where we were when it happened, where we are now, and kind of the clues leading up to this particular play in general. So with that, we're going to put this on. This is our clip from yesterday. Dick, why don't we walk through this play here? This is the play where the judge call happens live.
Yeah, so he's debating on if he wants to quest with his broom and his Chernobogs, and if he's going to sacrifice them since he's staring down a Maui shark. Obviously, you don't want to leave a character exerted at the end of the turn. Goes ahead, quests with the followers, sacrifices it. Quests with the broom. Yep, drew a card off the banish effect.
And now we're in the tank of just deciding, all right, what are we going to ink this turn? How are we going to utilize this broom that we just exerted? And we're just kind of going through the motions of that decision. Again, top 8, playing for a Maui Shark here. Still trying to be in contention for the World's Invite. There's a lot on the line in this particular matchup.
Yeah, we also are choosing not to exert the Ursula, even though it would not be banished by the TPO.
Okay,
and
so
yep,
boom. Anyone that's counting there, I will literally show you. Right, we can see this is 157. We'll go back. So he plays the goat at 149. 149. Goat is put in play. Okay, 149. We take our paper, we write 154. All right, 154. We have banishing art. That is 6 seconds max. Like 6 seconds.
Yeah, we don't even have a shot clock when it comes to making decisions, as you can see from him inking. But if we did, 6 seconds is well under a reasonable shot clock for deciding an action.
All right, 6 second decision, and we are getting a judge call because our opponent supposedly missed a trigger. Okay, so that's number 1. Let's get rid of this and let's take out a look at number 2. So this is our second turn here. We're going to watch this turn quickly and then reset it. And you can see if there's a clear difference in this turn as opposed to the turn that the judge call was made on. We go quest. Gain some lore. We play a white roses. We gain a lore. We go to 9. We pay for it. And we pick up our broom. We draw a card. Cool. Let's discuss that for a moment. Let's go back a little bit. I feel like I went forward somehow. Okay, so one more time with feeling. I'm also gonna try and track our clock again here for everyone.
Yeah, we need a little bit of Jeopardy music if it wasn't copyrighted.
Yeah. So there's clearly a lot of thought going into this inking and these lines of plays of where we're gonna go in this turn. But we turn our guy sideways.
Yep.
Cool.
Go for a quest.
All right. We're gonna look at our clock. All right. So at 33:12, we played it.
Yep.
And
they both write down the lore game.
At 33-20. So 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
I don't know if you saw. So Jesse said, "I'm gonna banish the broom." Clement gave him a yep. Yeah. So Clement approves of this broom banish.
8 seconds. Our first broom play that was a judge call that we showed was 6 seconds between a trigger and a banish, and there was a judge call. And the second play was 8 seconds between lure and banish, and there was no judge call. There's a fundamental difference of why there was and why there was not a judge call. Can you tell me and explain to me why?
Well, the only difference I saw in board state was a ready Maui shark that was able to challenge following turn. Whereas without anything, I'm kind of happy if the broom is gone with just a TPO in play. It's not questing again the following turn. So kind of seemed like in one instance it was in one player's best interest and not so much in the other one.
Yeah. Looks like rules manipulation 101 to me. I don't know. It's really hard to defend it. It's one of those that, in the live reaction, we went back, we watched it live. We were very confused watching it live. We then went back, we brought it up on the stream, we clipped it, and we were watching it again, and nothing about it looks like anything good for Disney Lorcana.
But then that leaves questions.
You don't know how long the judge call is gonna go.
All right, so he wrote down that he gained a lure, and now he's drawing a card.
Yeah. I don't really understand what happens here at all.
He's saying, I'm guessing. He is saying he didn't put the trigger in the bag.
I mean,
that's insane.
That's
the most rule sharky thing I've seen so far in Disney Lorcana. Yes, it is.
That's pretty bad.
Let's go back to the ending too. Can we do that?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if this is.
All right. So we go back to the game. Hold on. Yeah. So we go back to the game.
That's insane. If that's what happened. I expect a full Reddit post about this. If that's what happened.
I mean, I don't know how much he wrote down the lore and then picked up his card to banish it. I don't know what other window we could possibly have missed.
I feel bad now, like playtesting with Ryan Miles, and he's like, put these 3 triggers in the bag, and then he like does whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you don't have to tell me that, dude. Well, apparently he does.
Yeah, you can absolutely gain a lure with goat before brooming. That's beyond obvious.
It actively looks like a bad thing for Disney Lorcana.
Yeah, it's not great. And you know what? I was rooting for everyone who took the plane ticket over there. They bet on themselves. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel great watching people, in my opinion, get robbed though. So
yeah, and the real truth is that even if we have a debate about how it alters the outcome of the game, it 100% outputs the entire mood for the rest of the game. It is taking advantage of a judge that was uneducated. It was taking advantage of a player that was inexperienced. Speaking with Jesse, he was unaware that he could have even appealed the judge that was currently watching and monitoring their top 8 table. So the idea that a player is in top 8 of the event and doesn't even know that he can appeal the ruling that he was just given is a problem. The idea that making that judge call on a 6-second window to act as if somehow he missed an instant of an ability that automatically goes in the bag is just the epitome of angle shooting. It's the epitome of sharking your opponent. And the idea that it was all because of a Maui shark is just a fun little pun intended, I assume. But in my humble opinion, this is a disgrace to competitive Disney Lorcana. This player in my humble opinion, should be disqualified and removed from Worlds. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, and we're never going to hear anything about it, but
Maybe not.
it'd be
Unless
nice
it ends
to.
up on Reddit.
That's true. That is the precedent set.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, this would be the second instance I was talked about on Reddit from this player. So
Yeah, there's a whole other one, guys. Link in the description below. All the juice. Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you feel about this particular plays. If there's a clear difference of intent, in which case, in my humble opinion, he is favored in both of these outcomes that he has control over. And yeah. Shout out to Jesse at the end of the stream when he just got up and left. I don't know if I would have had the same willpower as Jesse to kind of just walk away from that. So huge shout out to him.
yeah. Well, thanks everyone.
I hate reporting on this stuff, guys, but you know what? It has to be addressed. Got to be shown. I hate cheaters. I've said it a million times. I hate them, and I hope this guy gets some type of punishment for it. I don't want to see this stuff in Disney Lorcana. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.